the different type of joins. So guys, any questions related to the joins? Anybody have any questions about the joins? Okay. Okay. So today we'll see how to resolve the loop by using the aliases. So I'm connecting to the designer tool. You guys can see my screen, right? Yeah. Just give me a second. Okay. So I'm connecting to the, I'm going to create the new universe. Click on new. Okay. So have we discussed about how to display the employee name and their manager's name? Have we created the universe to display the employee name and manager name? Yes. No. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. So what is my requirement is here. Okay, let's do that. So basically, in general, in interview questions, they ask this type of questions like, so there is employee table. So employee table is having the employee name and all the employee details. So if they want to display the employee name and manager name, how to display the employee name and manager name? So this type of questions they will ask. Okay, so I'm connecting to the Argil database. So guys, select start from employees. Okay, just run this query. So if you see this table, so there is a first name, last name, employee name, information is there. So what I want to do, I want to display the, see there are many employees are there and each and every employee is having their managers. Okay, so suppose let's take the Alexander is there. So I want to display the Alexander manager. Who is the Alexander manager in this table? So can anyone tell who is the manager of the Alexander? I want to display the Alexander manager. Anybody have any idea? Lex 103. Alexander manager is so 102 is a Lex, right? Correct. That's correct. So Alexander manager is Lex. So how to write a query to display the employee manager name? So is a 102 manager ID is Alexander is a 102 and 102, the manager also it is a part of a company, is a one of the employee, right? So the 102, if you see, the name is, the first name is Alex, right? Alexander manager ID is a 102, and who is having that 102? The Lex is having the 102. So that means Alexander manager is Lex. So what I want to do, I want to display results. So I want to display the results of employee name, and also I want to display the manager name. This is what my requirement. Okay, this is what my requirement. So how to write a query? To display the employee name and manager name, how to write a query? Just simple. So I'm writing the query here. Select. Okay, select first name as employee name. Okay, comma. Again, I'm selecting the first name, first underscore name as manager name. Okay, from employees table. So what I am doing, so I'm making it as creating alias table employee comma, and also I'm taking the employees M. Okay, so E means, so it stored the employees information. M means it stored the manager's information, but it is a single table, but I am creating the alias table here. So what I am doing here, E dot first name, that means, so whatever the employee name we are selecting, that is from E table, and the manager name I am selecting from the M table, M dot first name. Fine. So now where, so how I am going to join? See, I am looking for the, in employees table, the manager ID name 102 is a manager ID, and his name is Lex, right? So what I need to do, I need to look for 102, who is having the 102. So what is the name of the 102? So for that, what I am doing, e dot manager underscore ID equal to, so E dot manager ID is equal to, I am joining with the manager table with employee ID, M dot employee ID, employee underscore ID. Okay, so guys, the Alexander manager is Lex, you know it already. Let's run this query. Now you can see Alexander manager is Lex, it is displaying, right? So all the employee name and their manager's names, it is displaying clearly. Okay. Then how to implement this report? How to implement this invoice? Okay, so go back to the invoice designing. So insert the employee table, insert here. Okay, now create an alias. So this I am making it as a manager. Click on OK. So I'm joining with the MGA number, manager ID to employee ID, right? So then create the class and object. Employee and manager details. So if you take object, if you create an object from the employee table, that is related to the employee details. So first name, last name I am taking. So this is the employee name, employee first name, and this is the employee last name, employee last name. Okay, and similarly you can take object from the first name and last name. Okay, so now, So you can create a report on top of this. It will display the employee name and manager's names. Okay. So it will display the data. Like this way we need to implement the invoice. Fine. To display the employee name. So what I am doing here, so we don't have the manager table separately. So what I am doing here, just I have created an analyst table, employees table, and joined with the manager ID to the employee ID. So whatever the manager table I have created analyst table, the data which will come from manager information from this table. Okay. So this is a way. So we can display the employee name and manager name in our report. Fine. Any questions here? So this type of questions they ask me in case. Okay. So let's move to the another concept. So loops concept we can discuss. Many people are not joined today. Let me check. Okay. So I hope it's clear. So then we'll move to the loops concept today. So what is joint path problems? A joint path is a series of joins that a query can use to access data the table linked by the other joins. See, generally, so when you join the tables, when you join the different tables, so you will get you may get different problems. What are the problems you will get? So there are three problems. So we'll get in the scenario when you design the invoice. One is the loops, chassis traps, and problem, the fan traps. There are the three major joint path problems we will encounter when we design the schema. Okay, the loops, chassis traps, and fan traps. So how we can resolve this problem? So if we have these problems in the invoice designing, but if you are not resolved this problem, so you will get a wrong results in our report. That's what you need to resolve these problems in the invoice design. Then only you will see the correct information in our report. So how to resolve the loops? So these loops you can resolve it by the analysis and the context. The results we can resolve it by the context and analysis. Okay. Okay. So what is a lookup table? Lookup table nothing but is a dimension table. So the time table is one of the lookup table. So guys, if you see, there is a schema which is customer related and resort related information. Okay. The customer is reserving one resort. So he is planning to visit one of the resort. So he is doing the reservation to visit the resort. Okay. Fine. And the customer is belongs to like customer country details and customer city and region. Customer belongs to which region, which state and which city. That information table also is there. And also customer visiting to which resort and resort country details also we have in this table. Okay. So what actually my requirement is I want to display the customer name, customer city, and customer country, and resort name and resort city, resort country. Okay, so that is what exactly my requirement. Guys, just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so that is what my exactly the requirement to display the customer. I want to display the customer name, customer country name, and also resort country name. So to achieve that requirement, I have joined these tables. So why I have joined the customer to reservation to the service line? Because so there is no join between the customer to the resort table. There are many intermediate tables are there. To get the customer resort information, I have joined these tables. And similarly, to get the customer country, So I have joined with the customer to city, city to region, region to country. And to get the result country also, I joined with the result to the table, result to the country table. Then, so what happened? It is form a closed path. So whenever the closed path happen, you will see the very less records. This is what exactly the loop. This is what exactly the loop. When the closed path, a loop is a set of joins that defines a closed path through a set of tables in a schema. A loop is a set of joins that defines closed path through a set of tables in schema. Loop occurs when joins form multiple paths between loop of tables. Okay. These are the two. These are the one of the set of the loop. It is formed. Why? Because see, generally, what to get the customer country information, I join with the customer to the country, and to get the result information, I have joined with the result to the country. Then the loop is getting formed. So when the loop forms, so we'll get the wrong results. We will see the very less records. Okay. So then, how to deal with the loops? So loops, so we can detect the loops by using the detect aliases and detect the loop, and also so these are the two ways. These are the two ways that we can detect the loops. So using the loop detection and the alias detection, and also we can another concept is with another concept with the context detection also we can resolve these loops. Okay, see. And how we can resolve the loops. So we can resolve the loop by alias is one of the concept. Okay, use loop detection routine. So if you click on the loop detection, so it will show you the list of the loops and also it will give the solution. When you click on the use the loop detection routine, so it will show you the number of loops in the schema and also it will give the solution to resolve the loop. That is the one thing. And also, so there is a use the alias detection routine. If you click on the use the alias detection routine, if the loop resolved by aliases, then so it will give the solution to resolve the loop by using the aliases. Okay, and another thing is like you can resolve the loop by using the alias, manually inserting the aliases. Generally, we don't take the help from the tool which to resolve the loops. Generally, we need to resolve the loop ourselves by looking the table schema, by looking based on the requirement. So we have to resolve the loops by inserting the aliases or creating the context in image design. Okay, but so most of the time we use to display the number of loops, we use the loop detection routine. We use loop detection part we can use to display the number of loops. Okay, fine. So when you click on the automatic loop detection, so it will show you the loops, number of loops. If there are 100 loops are there, then loop 1 divided by 100 it will display. Then so it will show you like where the loop is got created. Fine. And when you click on the detect aliases, then it will give the solution to resolve the loops. Even see, if you see there is a one loop is detected and this loop can be resolved with aliases. It is giving the solution. And similarly, alias also it will give the solution to detect the resolve the loop. Okay, or else like you can insert the table, insert the alias manually and you can resolve the loop. Okay, so guys, after resolving the loop, now you can see the structure. You can see the structure of the universe. So the loop is resolved by using the alias table on the country table. Alias on the country table. That is where the loop got resolved. Okay, fine. So let's see. First we'll create the loop. First we'll create the loop, and so once created the loops and what are the problems we'll face in the report level, that we can see. So I'm creating the new universe. So guys, I'm using the existing connection, that is what club database club. So club new connection I'm using. Test the connection. Server is responding, click on OK. Now I need to insert the tables. So basically what is my requirement? So my requirement is to display the customer name and customer city, customer country, and resort name. That is what my requirement, right? To get that requirement, so I'm going to insert the tables here. So customer table is required, and customer belongs to which country, and the city, and the region, and the reservation line, reservations, resort table is required, service, and service line. So these many tables I'm inserting here. Fine. So once you insert the tables, now I'm going to join the different tables here. So customer and the customer city information. So to get the customer city information, I'm joining with the customer to the city table. Okay. To get the country region information, I'm joining with the region table. So customer belongs to which region? So how to get that? So customer is a part of the one of the city, and the city is a part of the region, right? So that way I can get the customer region information, and similarly country information. Fine. And also customer is visiting one of the resort. So he reserved the one of the resort. So to get the customer resort information, so which resort is planning to visit, to get that information, I am joining with the customer to the reservation table, and the reservation to the reservation line, and similarly service ID to service ID, and SL ID to SL ID. Fine. And joining with the service line to is resort ID. Perfect. Then and also why I am joining this resort to the country table again, because I want to display the resort country also. To get that, I am joining with the resort country ID to country ID. So now the loop is formed. The closed path is happening here, right? Now the closed path happening here. So it is a closed path, right? So if you don't join this, so it will not form a loop. But why I am joining this resort to the country table? Because need to display the resort country also. We have a country ID, but country name is not there. To display the country name, I am joining with the resort to the country table. Right? Okay. So I know that, see, if I join with the resort to the country table, so it will form a loop. But just want to show you, so if the loop occur, so what are the results we will get in the report level, that I want to display now. So then detect the cardinality, guys. So each customer is city, one city is having many customers, and the customer reserved resort. So customer is having many reservations, and each region is having many cities, and each country is having many regions, one-to-many relationship, and each reservation is having many reservation lines, and the resort is having one country is having many resorts. So similarly, we can detect all the cardinalities. So why we need to set up the cardinality? If you set up the cardinality, then only the detect loop works perfectly. If you don't set up the cardinality properly, then so detect loop will not work properly. Okay, and that is the one purpose. And another purpose is, so to find out the join path problem also, we need to detect the cardinality. But if you don't detect the cardinality, if you don't set up the cardinality also, if there is no join, if there is no loop problem, there is no path problem, then so you will get the proper records. Only the thing is, what is the purpose of the cardinality? To identify the problems, we need to set up the cardinality. Even if you don't set up the cardinality also, you will get the correct results. But you will get the correct results. If there is any problem occur, like any joint path problems occur, so that cannot be identified if you don't set up the cardinality. Okay, so then creating the classes here, class and object. So customer and resort details. Okay, click on OK. Now, so just I am creating the object, first name, last name, and the city, region, and resort. And see, the country is for the customer country and the resort country. So one country is for the customer country, and another country is for the region, resort country. Okay, save this universe, export this universe to the repository. Universe successfully exported. Now create a report. Log on. Log on here, and just I am creating a new report. So guys, one question is here. See, if I take the customer and the city, object, what will be the SQL query? So we have already designed the universe, and if I take the object, customer name and the city name, so what will be the expected SQL query generate? So we are not writing any SQL query, but the backend, the Webby part, it is creating the SQL queries, right? So based on the universe designing, can anyone tell, like if I take the customer first name and the city name, so what will be the SQL query? So guys, I'm taking the first name, and the city object, I'm taking the query panel. So the backend, what will be the SQL query? Is it clear my question, what I'm asking? My question is just I want to display, see what I'm asking here. I have taken the first name and also I have taken the city name. So what will be the SQL query will generate in the backend? Select first name, comma, city from customer and city, right? So guys, in the last session we discussed whenever I am taking the first name, yes, I had correct. Customer dot city dot city ID is equal, sorry, customer dot city ID is equal to city dot city ID, correct. So this is actual query. The SQL should generate like this way. But what happened? So what happened in our universe designing is loop is got formed. So the loop is got formed. So whenever you are whenever you are dragging the first name and city name object here in the query panel, guys, you can see there are unnecessary tables are there and many joins occur in the where class, and there are many tables are there. But actually it should create a SQL query, the first name, comma city, customer and city, and this should not come. These are the joins should not come, right? These are the joins should not come. But what happened here? It is coming. This is coming, right? So that is not a correct query is generating here. This is not properly SQL is generating, right? And also, if you run this query, guys, you can see only the four customers information only it is displaying. But we have a lot of data in the database. So we have a lot of data in the database. So let's see the database. So I will show you the database. Not Motor's database. Let me connect to the server. I will show you the data. It's a club database. So I'm trying to connect to the club database. If you open a club database, we have many customers information, and customers, every customer is having the city information, but that is not displaying. All the customers information is not displaying. So it is displaying only the few customers, only the four customers information, right? See guys, you can see every customer is having the city, right? So what happened in our report? It is displaying the only the four records. So why? So why I am getting the four records? Because of the loop. Because of the loop, I am getting the four records. So let's do it. Our requirement: the first name and last name. I want to display the last name, and also customer country. I want to display the resort country and the country and resort country. Resort and resort country. Now run this query. So you can see still you can see the only the four records. Resort and resort country. So we are getting a very less records because of the loop. Because of the loop, we are getting a very less record in our report. So this is the wrong universe we have developed, right? Correct? Okay, fine. So then, so we need to resolve the loop, right? So we have to resolve the loop. How to resolve the loop? So there is a way. So we have a detect loop routine is there. Click on detect loop, then it will show you. This loop can be resolved with an aliases. So there is a one loop. Fine. So now insert aliases. Click on insert aliases. Automatically the loop resolved with creating the alias table, alias on the country table. Fine. So now see, there is no join with a resort to the country direct table. So you should not create a resort country from the original table, the base table. So you need to create the object from the alias table. So to display the resort name, so resort country name, so the join is created between the resort and resort country, right? So what I am doing here, so resort country, I am mapping it to the alias table. Remove this column and take the column from the country.resort. Click on OK. Okay. So now the loop got resolved. So how the loop got resolved? Whenever I am clicking on detect loop, so the loop got resolved. Now there is no loop. So if you click again, so no loops detected. So the loop got resolved by using the alias and the country table. Save this universe and export this universe to the repository. So it is exporting, the invoice is exporting to the repository. Then I create a report again. So now first name, last name I am taking, and the city name you can take now this time. So you'll see, even if you see the SQL, see the SQL is properly generated when the loop is resolved, after resolving the loop. So what happened in the earlier, so whenever I am designing the universe earlier, the closed path happened in between the tables, right? The closed path happened in between the tables. So it is confusing, like which path I need to take query to generate the customer city information. So the direct join also the customer to the city. But what happened? So when the loop occurs, the joins, it is taking this path, customer reservation. See, so to get the customer city, so this way also we can get it right. Customer reservation, reservation line, and region city, and this way also it will take with the path. That is also one possible way we have, right? So that's what it is taking many joins. So when the loop occurs, but after resolving the loop, directly what it is taking, see, after resolving the loop, it is taking the only one join here. Okay, fine. So after resolving the loop, it is creating the proper SQL query with only one single join, right? Fine. So now remove this. So even let's see the data. You will get all the data now. All the first name and last name, all the cities information you can see. Okay. Now and also similarly, you can create a report with a resort and customer country and the resort country. Now we can get the proper records in your report. And customer country and the resort country. Okay. Yes, you can see now. You can see the data, proper data, right? So after resolving the loop, you can see the actual data in our report. Okay. Before, when the loop occurs, the results are displaying very less. So after resolving, now you can see the proper data, right? Now importing the existing universe. So this is a way we can resolve the loop by using the loop detect loops. Fine. And there is another way also we can resolve the loop. Or we can resolve the loop with another way. So guys, I'm joining with resort to the country ID and the cardinality. Set up the cardinality. If you don't set up the cardinality, it will not give the proper results. So now detect aliases. With a detect aliases also, so we can resolve the loop. So it is showing that alias table and the country table. Okay. So this is a way we can, another way we can resolve it. Or else, like what you can do it. So you can create an alias table manually. Okay. To create an alias table manually. So and join the tables. Join the tables and join with the resort to the country. This is the way we can resolve it. Okay. And the question is here, why if I want to create an alias table on the resort on the country, why only the country table? Why not on the reservation table? See guys, so if I create an alias table on this table, so let's do it. So this is a way also we can resolve the loop, right? So this is a way also, so we can resolve the loop, right? Correct? Maybe you may doubt. So why only the on the table alias table? Why not on the other tables? So this is a way also, so we can resolve the loop. But if you resolve the loop by using this, see, there is a splitting happened. Customer, so I want to display the basically resort name. So there is no relation between the customer to the resort, right? Then I don't get the customer resort information. If you create an alias table on the reservation line, so there is a space, there is no join between the customer to the reservation resort table. If you create the alias table on the reservation line table, right? I don't get the customer resort information, but I can get the customer country information and resort country information, but I don't get the customer visiting which resort. That resort information we don't get if you remove these joins. That's what I am not creating an alias table on the other tables, right? So basically, see, depends on the requirement. That depends on the universe schema. We need to decide on which table I need to create an alias table, right? So that is the way we need to resolve it. We need to identify the result in the loop when you do the manual aliases to resolve the loop. Okay. So why? Because so in the country table, so we are looking for the common information, the customer country information. I'm looking this from the same table, and resort country also I'm looking for the same table. Okay, that's what. So I'm creating an alias table and the country table. Okay. Even so, if the data is available resort region wise also there, then you have to create an alias table and the region table. Even there is no loop occur also, you need to create an alias and region table to get the resort region information. It should not be a customer and region information come from the same table. It will give the wrong results. Fine. That's what I am creating an alias table and the country table. That is a way so we can resolve the loops by using the aliases. Okay. Fine. So now after resolving the loops, now I can able to see the proper records in our report. Okay. So my question is, when the loop occur, I can see only the 4 records. But this is also correct results only. The Michael and Philip is they are visiting to the one of the French Bavaria resort. The data is displaying proper. But so we are getting only the 4 records instead of the actual records. Why I got only 4 records? Instead of the actual records. So loop occur, it will give the wrong results. But so what happened? It is giving only few records. Guys, remember when the loop occur, it will give the very less records. It will not give the wrong results, but it will give the less records. But report is wrong only, right? So instead of the actual records, it is displaying the very less records. That means it is a wrong report only. It should display the proper records. Any idea? Anybody have any idea why only it is displaying the 4 records when the loop occurs? And what type of the data it is displaying? No, it is reaching all the tables. Even the loop occur also, it is taking all the tables. Yeah, because of the loop I am getting 4 records. Why only the 4 records? Yes, conditions are more. Even conditions more, then we will get the very less records. Correct. Okay, conditions are more. Okay, we are getting less records. Why only the 4 records? If you observe the report, if you observe the like a PPT report, so what type of the data is displaying? Yes. Yes, correct. Correct, Sudhanshu. Correct, Mitesh. So which both the country and country are matching, only that information only displaying. So the customer country and resort country. So whenever those data is matching, only that information it is displaying in our report. So that means, so the report is correctly it is displaying, but very less. It's not actual data. Okay, there are all the records are displaying. So the customer is visiting the same country. The customer is belongs to, suppose he belongs to India. So and also he is reserved the resort, which is the resort is available in India. Only that information only it is displaying. Only the customer country and resort country, whatever the same country is there, so that information it is displaying. So guys, you can see this Tony is visiting one of the resort. The club resort is visiting, but the club is available in the same country. It is available in the same country. So it belongs to the US, and also the club resort also is available in US. Only that common information only we are getting. Okay. So whatever the country resort ID, country ID, and the country customer country ID is the matching, only that information only it is displaying. So other information it is not displaying because of the loop. Because of the loop only, so we are getting only the common records, common information it is displaying in our report. Okay, that's what you can see, the only 4 records in our report. Okay, so guys, is that clear? Now see this, so let's see the Tony. So after resolving the loop, so we have the Tony information also. Let's go to the Tony. See the Tony is belongs to US country, and also he is visiting the US country. Same, the resort is also available in the US country. And if you guys, Mary is belongs to the UK country, but he booked the resort, so which is available in France. So that means the country ID of customer is different, and the resort country ID is different. So country ID and the resort ID is different. So whenever it is different, whenever the data is not matching, so the loop, when the loop occurs, we are not getting the data. So after what I did, so have resolved this loop by using the aliases. Then I create an alias table. Then result information I am taking it from the separate table. So it is not required to have a common country ID, right? The customer country is coming different table, and resort country name is coming different table. So we need not to worry about the country, customer country and resort country should be matched. It is not. It's not required to matching, right? But so if you get the data, the resort country also, if you are taking from this table, then so only the matching records. So whatever the customer ID is same and resort country customer ID is same, then only that information only we are displaying in our report, right? So after resolving the loop, so then the resort country is coming different table. Even if the country, resort country and customer country is not matching also, so we are getting the proper records. But because so I'm not joining with the resort to the country table, main table, right? The resort is joined with an alias table of the country. Fine. So that is the way. So we can resolve the loop this using the aliases. I hope it's clear everybody now. So why I'm getting the only the 4 records. Fine. And also repeating this again. So why not creating an alias table on the reservation table or any service line table? Okay. If you like create the alias table on the service, then so if you remove this joint, I don't get the customer resort information, because so this joint should require. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these joints is required, but resort to the country is not required. So because I have created an alias table and the country table, so to get the resort country, so I'm getting from the alias table, the country information I'm getting from the country table. So that is the way. So I'm getting the proper records in our report. Okay. So guys, any questions here? Is clear everybody? Okay, fine. Thanks, and guys, if you anybody want to attend the HANA demo session, so you can attend the HANA demo session. I will share the link details. So just attend the demo. If you are interested, you can just go ahead with. Okay. And Syed, so you sent your mail. So what you need to do, maybe the remote desktop is disabled in your system, so that you need to enable from your side. Okay. So if it is not there, and you can try with run mstsc, then type that. If you are not able to remote desktop connection, so even this window, that means so it is disabled in your system. Okay, fine. Then it's fine. Okay, guys. So I'm ending the session. I will share the HANA linking detail, HANA demo linking details. You can attend that session. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm sending now.
The organizer has ended the session.